Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, August 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Finally, I got the YouTube thing to work right. So it popped up good tonight for you guys. So everybody's ready and on here. I'm so excited. So hopefully you guys got a notification because I set it up for 7 p.m. today, because when I started it, it said tomorrow at midnight. I don't know how they just randomly pick a time. I just don't get it. But I figured out how to do it. So now I have it set for the right time. So I hope you guys had an awesome day. It was gorgeous here in Chesapeake, Virginia. It was like 79 degrees and it was kind of cloudy, but it was just really nice. So perfect day. And it's supposed to be nice the next couple days too. So anyway, we are making a fall card tonight, but with kind of different colors. So I found this paper I had forgotten about. I was looking for something else and found this paper, and I'm like, dang, I forgot all about this paper. And I had to go online and make sure it was still available. So it is still available. It's from last year's catalog. And so it's just online. And you get 4 pieces of this oxidized copper paper. So one piece has the pretty peacock in it. The other piece is just copper. And you get 2 of each sheet in a pack. And I think it's $8 for 4 sheets. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of similar to the paper that's in the holiday. No, not the holiday mini. It's in the online thing. I can't remember the name of it. It goes with the green and gold. Might even be called the green and gold paper. Season of green and gold, something like that. Nope, that's the regular one. There's another one that goes with it that looks kind of like this with the copper in it. So, and it's got green. It's got a lot more sheets too, but it's got like 2 different kinds of greens, and then it's got a red, a white. I can't remember the other colors in it. Anybody remember what it's called? The one that's online right now with the new season of green and gold stamp set. I can't remember. But anyway, this one is online only. It is from last year's catalog. So if any of you guys might have it in your stash, you can make this card right away. So love it. So that's what I did. So this card, if you open it up, it just has the strip right here, the 1-inch strip. And then I wish I had used the thick white cardstock because it would have been a little bit more sturdy. Normally, I don't do just white, but I just wanted to try it and see what it looked like. So what I did was I cut 1 inch off of the paper. So it's a regular half of a sheet of paper, and then I cut 1 inch off. So instead of 5.5 by 8.5, it's 5.5 by 7.5. And then I just embossed. This one's a little crooked. I scored it at 4 1/4, and then I embossed the piece that was on this side, but I went a little crooked, but you can't tell. Anyway, we're using the Changing Leaves stamp set and dies. So it is photopolymer, and you get some dies in there, and there's the stamp set. And then we're also using the embossing folder, the Changing Leaves hybrid embossing folder. So you get the embossing folder and you get the die that goes with it. So you can die cut, you can just emboss like I did on the front, or you can just die cut, or you can do them both together. So it makes them really cool. So if you do both together, this is what you come out with. I just used a small piece of paper, but if you put this in here, let me see, which way did it go? This way. Okay. So it kind of just snaps in there. So like, if you can see, this is raised just a little bit, and it just kind of clicks right into the right spot right there. And then you put your paper, which I don't have any paper, but pretend we have a piece of paper. So pretend that's my piece of paper. So I just wanted to cut this out. So I put this in here like this. Well, now it won't stick. Hold on. I'm having difficulties. Okay. There you go. Get it in the right spot. Then you put this on top of it, and then you close it, and then you run it through. And when you run it through, it comes out embossed and cut. So it does both at the same time. So it's really cool. All right. So that's how you do that. And then for this part, I'll show you what I did because I got one right here. I'm pooped. I just finished mowing the grass about an hour ago. So I'm tired. All right, so what I did for this was put it in like this, right on the line, and then shut it. So I had it right there on the edge, and then I ran it through. So it just did it just to the edge, but the other one kind of moved, this one right here. It moved a little bit right as I ran it through. So I only wanted that part embossed. And then these leaves I cut out just with the die. So I put the die just on the paper, cut it out, and those came out like that. So I did all that ahead of time because, you know, I don't like to bring my embossing thing in here because I don't have room. My desk is not that big. So that's what I did. So there you go. All right, so I ended up getting a couple more cards in the mail yesterday. So let me show you those real quick. Oh, I forgot to say hello to everybody. Darn it. How did I forget that? Let me go back. All right, let me see. Hey, Myra. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Tony. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Nedra. Hey, Marva. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Reva. I got over 100 people on here tonight, so I'm only going to do a few. Hey, Carol. Hey, Bill. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Francis. Hey, Julie. Hey, Diana. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Karen. Hey, Leah. Hey, Diane. Hey, Mary. Hey, Berna. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Mario. Hey, Kathy. Let me see. I'm just going to scroll through real quick and see if anybody's got any. Oh, Michelle says late notification again. It should have. I did the notification, I think, at 9 minutes till 7. So hopefully a lot of you guys were on here early today. So I think a lot of you guys got it. Beautiful paper. Yes, it is. Yes, Tony. I am a paper hoarder like no other. I have got so much paper, it's not even funny. And I save some like from every catalog. I usually have one pack that I just absolutely can't part with. And I have to save it. Sometimes 2 packs. And so I have my office that I'm in, I have like bins of old DSP that I just can't part with. So if I ever retire, then I'll be able to use it again. Let me see. Remember, let me see. Also the embossing folder. What? This set is currently unavailable? Darn it. I can't believe that. What a great use with the leaves. Yes, thank. Oh, prize today. The prize. I already did the prizes last time. For the card contest, I already picked the winners last time. So, I got all the card kits out on yesterday, Monday. And then today I was working on my project and working in the yard. But tomorrow I will get all the prizes in the mail. So I've almost got them ready. I just have to stick one more thing in there. So the winners of the card contest will get theirs in the mail tomorrow. And hopefully by the end of the week, you'll get it. A lot of people are paper hoarders. And I don't hoard just Stampin' Up! Paper. I hoard Post-it notes and little notepads and everything. I mean, I have so many notepads in my house, I will never run out. And Post-it notes, I'm not kidding. Well, I go through probably at least one of these a week, I would say. And just from doing all the measurements and the winners of the cards and all that stuff. So I've used like 1 pack a week. And I think I still have 100 packs in my closet that I bought on I don't know, Amazon or somewhere. So I hope this comes back in stock. I didn't know that it was not available. Gloria says she could paper her entire house with the paper she has. I'm sure I could do the whole entire house too. All right, so let me show you the cards I got. So this one is from Jenny Preem, and it is really cute. So this one is a fun fold, and I love it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. So I don't know if that is, oh, I think it's glued down. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that one because it's very cool. So a lot of people use this paper, and I love it. Love it, love it. So she's got some Lost Lagoon in there. So I love that combination, kind of like this. The copper and the pretty peacock is similar to that. So thank you, Jenny. That is a gorgeous card. I'm sorry it didn't get here in time, though, for the contest. And then I got Bill's card in the mail, and Bill went crazy and made me this gigantic card. And then I opened it up. Wait a minute. Let me figure it out. Here we go. Oh, there's the front. Okay. So there's the front. And then it opens up. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let me take that off. All right, this is some old paper, some old Stampin' Up! Paper. He said his sister gave it to him, so he had a bunch, and then he had some big envelopes, so he wanted to make me a big card. So this is the card, and it stands up like that. So I think, I don't know how big this is. It's at least 5 by 7, maybe bigger than that. I don't know. Let me see. It is 5.5 by 6. I think it's 5.5 by 8.5. So it's like the same size as half a sheet of paper. So big giant card, and it's beautiful. I love it. So thank you, Bill. That is a gorgeous card. And then this is the back. Isn't that beautiful? Love it, love it, love it. So I'm sorry that didn't get here in time, but I love getting anything in the mail. So that was beautiful. Love it. All right. And then don't forget the card kit this time is these cards right here. So you'll get all the supplies to make these 3 cards. If you place an order with me and use the host code of $50 or more, you get the card kit. If it's $100 or more, you also get these pretty purple gems. So if you missed how to make this card, this was my last video. So just search, all you gotta do is search for Lisa Freeman on YouTube, and my channel will come up, and then if you just click on my picture area, it'll list all the videos that I've got. And I have now, I think 400 and some videos. So if you have missed any, you can always go back and watch some. The most current ones are under the live tab. So if you click on videos, that's my old videos that I did before I started doing live ones. So once I started doing live ones, they went under that tab. So probably the last 2 years are under the live tab. So, oh, Linda Campbell, hello. I'm so glad you could join us. All right, so let's get started. So I decided I'm going to try and make 2 cards today because I thought if I did one, that'd be too fast because it's a pretty easy card. So what you're going to start with, I've got 2 of these. So this is 5.5 by 7.5. I scored it at 4 1/4 and embossed just that smaller side. Then you need 2 pieces of 5.5 by 1 of the designer paper, oxidized copper. You need 2 of these leaves cut out. And then you need 2 pretty peacock strips. You only need 2 because we're making 2 cards. So if you're just making 1 card, you only need 1. So we've got 2 of those, and then 2 little white strips for the words right there. And then you need the ribbon. So the ribbon is this one. And it's so funny because in the catalog, I think this looks so thick, but it's very, very thin ribbon. So it's kind of like a limp noodle, you know. It's very, very thin and pliable. And this is called Metallic Ribbon in Pretty Peacock and Gold. So, and I love it because you can do the ruching technique with it. So we'll be making that. And then this is my scrap from the one that I just showed you a minute ago that I cut out. So I just put like a quarter sheet in the machine, and I just wanted the big white one because originally my card was going to use white, and then I decided to change it to this instead. So what I use this for is to cut out this part. So that's these two leaves right here I got from there. They were just left over, but I screwed up on this one and I only got it, cut it off at the end. So I'm going to use this leaf and this leaf for the other card. So there you go for your screenshot. Sherry said, wow, 400 videos. So probably more than 400, but I know I've got at least 400 on there now. Hey, Rita. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Beth. My friend Beth is on here. She's one of my downline. How are you, girl? We can't wait for you to come back next month. All right, so let's get started. Hopefully you guys got a screenshot of that. Let me take all these off. And, all right, so let me see. What are we going to do first? Let's sponge this. So, oh, I forgot to tell you too. So we've got the DSP sale going on. Not all of it, but most of the DSP is 15% off. Not this one in particular, but the ones that are not specialty ones, the ones in the catalog that are $12.50. All right, so I'm going to sponge this with the blending brush, but I'm not going to put ink on it because it already has some ink on it, and I just really want to do really, really light highlight of the edges. So I'm just going to very, very lightly go over this. So I'm barely touching this paper, and I just want to get the outline of the leaves. I really don't want to get this part of the paper done. So I'm doing very, very light, and I'm probably going to have to put some more ink on it, but I'm not pressing very hard at all. So that just makes your leaves pop off. So see the difference between those two? It's very subtle, but it does make a big difference. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. And you're very, very lightly touching this. So if you do have to ink up your sponge, make sure you tap off several times because you do not want a lot of ink on it. You want to be able to just very, very lightly go over that so it does not get your paper blue. All right, so there we go. So we've got both of those done, and then we're going to just fold that. I don't know where my little scoring thing is. Oh, here it is. So I was out. I finished mowing the grass, then I was doing the edging, and my neighbor across the street, he was outside, and he's like, can you come over and do my yard next? And I said, well, I really wish you'd come over and do my yard. And he goes, I can't, I have high blood pressure. And I said, I have high blood pressure too. I said, plus I'm twice as old as you are. Because he's like maybe 30, 35, I don't know. And so I'm like 25 years older than him. All right, so there's our two card fronts. Then we're going to take these two pieces. Let's put those on the edge. So I am just pooped. But it was so nice outside. I just said I was going to wait till Thursday, but I said, no, let me go run out there and do it. I had just enough time. All right, so that goes right on the edge. And then we're going to put this one right on the edge. can't see. I don't know why the last few days my vision has been like, I don't know, kind of blurry. Like I can see really good far away, but up close, I have to keep putting my glasses on, which I hate wearing my glasses. All right, then we're going to take this piece and we're just going to slide it right on the back of that. And I left it a little bit longer only because when I first made this card, I cut the piece at 5.5 and it was just a smidge too short. And I was like, okay, that just made me mad because I glued it down and it was a smidge too short and then I had to start all over. So I'm leaving this a little bit longer and then I can just snip it off. So I'm just going to put this right on the edge and then lay it down. Oops. And then if it's too long, it doesn't matter because I can cut it. But if it's too short, then you're just out of luck. So I think I told you guys I was watching Prison Break, and I'm telling you what, it is making me lose sleep because at night, if I start watching it, I can't stop. And I just like have to watch at least until the end of the episode I'm watching. And sometimes it's like 11 o'clock. It's so good. It's a little bit violent, but you know, it's one of those like edge of your seat shows that you just want to keep watching and watching and watching. And it's like 5 seasons, so you can't watch it in one day, that's for sure. I've been watching it for a couple weeks now, probably. And it's just, I don't really understand how somebody can get beat up as much times as they get beat up and still live, though, because it seems like the same people keep getting. There's one character on there, and it's so funny because in the first few episodes I couldn't stand him. He's a little short guy. I think his name's Teabag, but he got his arm cut off when they were trying to escape, and so his arm was just chopped off. So you thought for sure he was just going to bleed to death. And that would be the end of him. No, no, he lived, and then he got his arm sewn back on. Then he got a prosthetic arm, and he keeps getting like almost killed, but not quite. So he's one of the bad guys on the show. And you're like, good grief, he must have 9 lives because nothing can kill him. All right, we're gonna stamp our words on here. And this pad is so juicy, so I'm trying to barely touch it. So I'm going to do my words, thank you, right there. And then we're going to cut a little banner on there. Oops, you know what I want to do too is I want to dip it. All right, so cut a little banner. So I just go straight up in the middle and then diagonal from side to side. So straight up in the middle and then boom, boom, side to side. All right, so then we're going to dip it, and remember somebody told me how to get the banner part. So you take it and wait a minute, now I forgot. Okay, now I remember. Okay, you do it like this. I kept trying to do it like this earlier. You do it like this on the edge of the ink pad. Okay. I was sitting there earlier today trying to remember. I'm like, gosh, what was it? All right, take it right on the edge of the ink pad like that. And then it works perfectly. So there you go. Try not to get your fingers all blue. So look how perfect that fits right on the corner there. All right, so we've got it all dipped. And oops, we still need this. Hold on. We still need this for these leaves, and they're much easier to color when they're still, before you cut them out. So we're just going to take the sponge now. This one we do want darker. So we're just going to go like that. Pretty hard on there because we want that pretty dark. And then do, see, I screwed that one up, so we can't use that one. So we'll just do that one. You could kind of use it and stick it behind something if you wanted to. So maybe I'll go ahead and save it for later and try to use it on something else. All right, so see the difference if you actually press down and ink up your sponge, the difference in how it looks. And then we're going to do this one. So this one came out good. All right, so there's that. We got to cut those out. All right, we're done with our ink. Love Pretty Peacock. Yes, I do. Nedra says, you make me laugh. You use a what is that? You use a dauber. Mom, I've never heard of that show. That must be something new. Is that good? I'll have to check it out. All right, so we're going to glue these down to the front. So we're just going to put some regular glue. Oops. Okay, put that right on the front, kind of in the center. It's going to take a second to stick it because it's embossed. It's not flat, so. Lynn says she laughs every time I say, all right. All right. Who used to say that? Oh, Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. I think all right is like my, you know how some people have when they don't know exactly what they're going to say, they're like, So I try not to say, and I end up saying, all right, instead. It's hard when you're doing a live video and you get like, you can't think of anything to say. And it's just dead silence. And I hate it when it's dead silence. Because then you guys are sitting there like, it's too quiet. Okay, so I was getting ready to say, all right, we're going to cut this out. Let me put my glasses on. I'm just going to leave that leaf alone for a minute and just cut this one out. And I could use the die because there is a die, but we're just going to not do that right this minute because they're pretty easy to cut out. I did use the dies for all the other ones I did beforehand, but these leaves are pretty easy to cut out. See, we have dead air, dead silence. I have my tongue sticking out. You know, do you guys do that when you're cutting and you stick your tongue out? So you think if you do that, you're going to get it straighter or something. All right. There we go. Let me rip that part off. So don't throw that away when you're doing it because you want to save all your extra pieces. But you do need like a bigger, I was thinking this folder was not that big, but it is 6 by 6. So if you want to get the whole entire thing, then I'm going to cut that off right there. Because that's not going to show. I forgot what I was getting ready to say. Oh, when you're doing the embossing, a quarter sheet of paper is not big enough. So you want to use maybe 6 by 6 and you'll get the whole thing. So get some white 12 by 12 paper and then cut it into quarters, and then you can get the whole thing. All right, I don't need that whole thing either, so there we go. All right, so we've got everything cut out, and we're gonna just glue this straight down onto the top. So put some glue on there. We're gonna put that like tilted a little bit and hold that, and then we're gonna put a little bit of glue on this one and put that on top, just to the side, like that. And then just hold them there. And then what I did was I kind of curled up the leaf a little bit after it was glued down, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension there. And then do the same thing with this one. Put a lot of glue on that one. All right, so tilt it just a little bit. And there we go. All right, so hold that. Wendy said when she colors, she sticks her tongue out. Gail says I stick my tongue out when I'm concentrating or something, so I've been told. Georgia, my girlfriend, says that in every other sentence. All right, all right, all right. I really like Matthew McConaughey. He's a good guy. I really like Keanu Reeves. I think he's one of my favorite actors. He's like, from what everybody says, he's like the nicest guy. All right, so there we go. All right, now we're gonna get this ribbon, and I showed you how to do this one time before, but I'm gonna show you again. Let me put some dimensionals on this so it's ready to go. I got a new sheet of dimensionals. I love a whole brand new pack of dimensionals. I'm a dimensional hoarder too, so I love those. All right, and we've got some, I just said it again. Now I'm really conscious about saying that. Well, what we want to do is put this right there. So we're going to put some tear tape, about that much, right underneath where you want that to go. So like right here. I cut it a little bit too long. Take just a little bit off. All right. There we go. All right, so that one's ready. And then do the same thing over here. So we just want to put it down a little bit from a little bit lower than that leaf. And our ribbon is going to go on that. I did that one a little too long. Oh well, it's stuck now. Too bad. Okay, so this is what you have to do. So you pull some threads from, I'm going to try and get 2 from the center. So here we go. I probably got more than 2. So you just pull those and you just kind of keep pulling the ribbon down. And I got a gold one in there. So you just want to try and get a couple threads from the middle. And then when you do, you're going to be sticking it on here. So you want to leave a little bit to the side that's not curly. So stick that down, and then you're just going to kind of press this on there. You can't get it to just stick up ruffly looking, but we're just going to try and cover that tape up. And then leave that piece right there. So we've got it kind of ruched there. And then we're going to cut it. And cut this side. Oops. There you go. All right, and then we're going to take one of these and peel them off. See, this card looks like it's a lot more work than it is. Put that right just kind of on top of the ribbon a little bit. There you go. Then we're going to do the same thing to this one. So I'm just going to start all over again. So pull out a couple of threads from the middle. So it helps if you have fingernails, so you can grab a couple. The gold still wants to come out. Okay, so there we go. So you're just going to pull it and just keep pulling that down a little bit. So it's a little bit ruffly. And then we're going to peel this one off. Well, it's harder to stick to something that's embossed, I think. There we go. Okay, so then, oops. So you want to leave just a little bit hanging off the edge that's not curly. And then just put the gathered part on there. And then we're just going to cut that. And then put our words on top of that. It does make it just look so much better. I think it's like really, I don't know the word for it, but what would you call it? Shabby chic or something. So there we go. Then we're going to put some gems. So I've got these gems, which are adhesive-backed sparkle gems. And these are in the big catalog. And let's see. Oh, I still don't have any goo in my take your pick tool. How do I keep forgetting to do that? I don't know. I remember when I'm doing the video. So we're going to put, let's see, 2 big ones and a little one. So there we go. These are really pretty. They're kind of look like they have glitter in them. I think it said, what did it say? Tinsel back? No, sparkle gems. Okay. They kind of look like they have glitter in them. They're really pretty. Okay, then of course we have to do shimmer spray. About time to make some more. Gorgeous. Alrighty, so folks, there you go. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? Love it. Alright, so I hope you guys liked that. And you will try it yourselves. It's very easy. And there are a couple different kinds of packs of paper that have that oxidized copper look to it. And pretty much they're all online. I don't think there's any in the catalog. Oops, that's coming off just a little bit. So check it out online. Just click on the paper and then designer paper. And this one is called Oxidized Copper. I forget what the name of the other one is, but it's somewhere online. Okay, so you know what time it is. Let me read some comments. Have that paper. Oh, haven't used it. $11. Jalen says it's $11. Oh, you live in Canada, I think, right? And in the US, I think it's $8. Yeah, don't forget to do thumbs up. Which ribbon? It is the, hold on. The metallic ribbon, and it's Pretty Peacock and gold. It's in the big catalog. It carried over from last year. Shimmer spray is out of stock. Oh, bummer. I'm sure they'll get it back in. Usually if it's out, it comes back in pretty soon. Okay, so are the leaves in Pool Party? No. Only color I used on this card was Pretty Peacock. So everything is sponged in Pretty Peacock and stamped in Pretty Peacock. That's the only ink pad that I brought. And the paper is Pretty Peacock. So if you go back to the beginning, it has all the paper measurements and what I used. But the only ink is Pretty Peacock. Okay, so it is time for the joke, folks. Are you guys ready to laugh? You've had your, oh, Kat says she's had her name on the list for shimmer spray for a month. Ooh. No. You know, it's funny because I sprayed it and I was like, after I sprayed it, I was like, oh no, I wonder if that'll do it. No, but it didn't affect the copper paper like it did. There was one paper that I used it on. I can't remember what it was, but it did take the shine off of it. But the spray didn't affect this one at all, so it's perfect. I think I put the words on crooked on that one. All right, time for the joke, folks. So here we go. Okay, so a lady went to the hair salon to get her hair done. While the stylist was doing her hair, she noticed a handsome man sitting quietly in the shop. Suddenly, the lady turned to the man and said, "Hey, mister, you are so handsome. Can we meet later today?" The man replied, "I'm married." The woman continued, "So what? You can just tell your wife you're going to visit a friend in the hospital, and we can meet from there." The man replied, "Well, tell her yourself. She's the one doing your hair." Didn't see that coming, did you? Oh, no. All right, you guys. So it's time to give away some cards. So all the cards were taken last time. Thank goodness. Everybody, I think, was watching. So I've got some more. So here we go. Whoops. All right. So here are 5 more cards. And we have lots of names in here. So let me shake them up. Okay. First winner is Sazmataz. Sazmataz. I don't know who that is, but that was the name. She was watching last time. Oh, I just went blurry for a minute. Hopefully I'm not blurry at you guys. All right, next one is Kathy Mahon, or Mahone, I'm not sure. Next one is Phyllis Carter. Phyllis Carter. Next one is, oh, Sue Depis. Sue Depis. Had to ask her how to say her name. And Renee Gines. Renee Gines. All right, you guys. So if you see your name here, you win the card. And I'll send it to you. Make sure you send me your address right there. And I will send the cards out to you. And if you have 1 week to claim it. So if you don't claim it in 1 week, then it goes back into the drawing. And somebody else might get it. So there you go. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. And I will be back on Saturday morning, bright and early at 10 a.m. for another episode of Stamping with Lisa. So I hope you'll join me. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thanks for watching. And go ahead and try that card yourself. It's super easy. And take care, everybody. Don't forget to do thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you would like to order, there's all the information. Don't forget your bonus coupons. You still have a couple weeks to use those. And the designer paper sale going on now. Oh, I forgot to tell you too, one more thing. So I know a lot of you guys know about Close to My Heart and Stampin' Up. So Close to My Heart went out of business. Stampin' Up bought kind of everything that was left from Close to My Heart. So they've been selling it, but only Close to My Heart people or people who had an account already could buy it. But starting today, anything that's online that's Close to My Heart, anybody can buy. And until supplies run out of all the leftover stuff they had. And then starting in September, they're going to actually have a whole scrapbooking line online. So they're going to have 12 by 12 paper, eventually in all the Stampin' Up! Colors, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So they're kind of taking a lot of the Close to My Heart ideas, and they're going to put them into a whole scrapbooking line. So look for that the 1st of September. But starting today, there's a lot of Close to My Heart stuff online. If you guys are scrapbookers, or there's even kits in there and other things. Lots of paper. There's some ink pads, some of their ink pads if you want to try them. So check that out. And don't forget to use the host code and your bonus coupons if you have some. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.